In this installment of our travels in England, we will show you the home exchange cottage we stayed at in Stourbridge, our visit to the historic estate of Shugborough, which was frequented by Princess Margaret, and if you stay till the end, we'll discuss what we really thought about driving in the UK. So we just arrived at Newwood Farm, and it was a bear to get here. This is the cute little place. Oh my goodness, there's a little stairway up to another level up here. Fireplace. And a jukebox. That's an interesting touch. We haven't seen this room yet.
This will be our room.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Cute bathroom. And a half door.
Oh, look, washing machine.
Washing machine. And a little vanity. Such a cute little place. You just have to know where you're going to get here, that's all. A little upstairs. It even has a bathroom up here. These are going to be an adventure for Ron, who just had a knee replacement.
Just take your time. Listen to those birds singing.
What do you think of it?
I like it. I like it.
The day after we arrived at the cottage, Ron talked about his nightmare experience that morning. If you haven't seen the video we did on him being lost and alone, I hope you'll take a look at it.
You can't imagine the feeling of not having wallet, phone, car keys, and be in a strange city where you don't know anybody.
And a strange country.
In a strange country, and the roads go all over the place. I have walked, and I have ridden buses, and I have... Oh, the police helped me.
Yes.
Thankfully.
And the fellow that was there,
Yeah.
that's a financial advisor.
Yeah, he was really helpful, but no coffee.
Which is the worst part for you. Because of that experience, we rested, ran errands, and found a little tea shop before exploring the countryside around the cottage. I think we're going to have to ask if men are allowed in the tea room.
I'm the only one.
We're sharing a piece of chocolate cake. This is a special day. Ron was lost, and now he's found.
That's true.
And we're just going to have a good day. Despite being in a neighborhood, Newwood Farm backs up to horse pasture and a bridle path that's a Roman tract leading to the Staffordshire-Worcestershire Canal. Birds serenaded our every step. So we're just taking a little walk down from where we're staying, and it's very rural, beautiful. So this is what it opened out to. Beautiful little walk along the water. How you doing there, buddies? Huh? Nice horsies. You want something to eat, don't you? And I don't have anything to give you. The next day, we headed to Shugborough Estate, a National Trust property that includes 900 beautiful acres, a mansion, and gardens.
How they've cut the trees to keep this path going.
We had purchased both a temporary National Trust pass and English Heritage pass and wanted to get our money's worth. So on this trip, we saw several estates and castles we might not have visited. But if you are thinking of doing the same, be sure to decide where you're going ahead of time. We thought it would pay off, but in the end, it did not. The Anson family owned the estate for hundreds of years, but the last person to live there was the 5th Earl of Lichfield, also known as fashion photographer Patrick Lichfield, who was related to Queen Elizabeth and sometimes welcomed Princess Margaret to his home at Shugborough Hall.
Keep going on, you'll eventually get up towards the mansion. So the mansion's open today until last entry's 4 o'clock. To the right of the mansion is the formal gardens, which leads onto the Arboretum walk. To the left of the mansion is our midden yard, where we've got our bookshop, our gift shop, and the mansion. The mansion is 1 kilometre from where we are here.
Okay.
Yeah. The rest of the 900 acres is there to explore a bit more.
Interesting, they have a second-hand bookshop here.
There's a car in there I want to take a closer look at. Shades of Downton Abbey.
These were the servants' quarters.
The plates there.
Okay.
It's all disposable income because everything was paid for. They had no bills. Food and accommodation were paid for. List of rules on that easel near the barrel is interesting.
Okay.
So what they had to follow, particularly the women, had to be invisible. Had no opinion. Had to bow your head.
Oh no.
For any fraternising, you were sacked. The one member of staff who isn't there is the head chef, French. They had lots of French chefs back in those days, 200 years ago, or Swiss, so continental chefs. So he was on £120 a year, as opposed to the scullery maid, like the lowest salary was on £12 a year, which I don't know what would be in dollars.
Right.
Not a lot.
Ooh, this is the silver they had to polish.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at that.
Oh, this has been a busy area.
Ooh, laundry.
I'm sure this was going all the time.
It would be so hot down here, I bet.
In the summer? Well, yeah, it would. I think we need to go back to this system.
Oh,
Keep you busier.
Keep me busy, because I'm not busy enough.
Scullery, they call it.
So that was where they brought in the game, and then is this the kitchen? Because inheritance taxes made the property too expensive to keep, Lichfield donated it and it was open to the public, but he paid to keep a large apartment on an upper level. He died in 2005. His apartment and many of his royal and celebrity photographs are now available to view, but no video or photos are allowed. So although we saw the apartment, we weren't able to show it.
Shugborough Hall, there used to be a Shugborough village, which was over there, but the Earl gradually moved it to Great Haywood because he didn't want the village in his sort of vista, really. So the Shugborough village was gradually moved, and Great Haywood village came instead, which is obviously not in his highlight. I mean, very proud of the vista. Even when the railway came through, they had to go in a 700-yard tunnel so that he didn't see the trains. They bought this house in 1594, but it was remodeled in 1694. Originally, it was just a square Georgian house, and then they added on the wings and the columns. A lot of it is quite sort of illusory. These columns are hollow. You know, they're not stone columns. Equally, if you look at the windows at there, it looks symmetrical with that side. There's not actually upstairs that side.
Oh, is that right?
The windows are there, they're false. But there's a lot of that trying to create an impression. I mean, the servants' quarters looks beautiful. The outside.
It does.
And links to the house nicely, but of course behind stage it was very different, you know, and it's that sort of thing. It was all about creating an image.
Yeah, that's nice there.
Nice, isn't it?
That ceiling is beautiful.
I take it you've not been here before.
No.
No. It used to be a bedroom and a dressing room that became a dining room, used to be the drawing room. And there were doors that came through either side of the fireplace into here, and it was two separate rooms. So then when the next Earl, the next Thomas came along, he decided he wanted this as his drawing room, and the front room is his dining room. So it's made from marble and possibly precious stones as well. And it's made in the same way as marquetry is. And so it's little individual pieces that are made and cut to fit. So it's come from Italy. It was brought back, we believe, by Thomas when he was on his travels. So Thomas was here he was born in 1695. He inherited the property in 1720.
Enormous.
That's even bigger than your desk.
Yeah, by twice and more. Wow.
This must be the library. Oh, this is great. The backyard. Only I think they call it the arboretum, not the backyard.
Looks just like our backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Right. These are just amazing. We're pretending we're living the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Yeah.
No, we're not. We're pretending we're in bed asleep. We're resting.
As you can see, it's a beautiful day here in the heart of England. And this is a beautiful place. So many places like this in this country that have been preserved.
We should have asked how we say this. I think it's cheese and onion croque sandwich.
so.
And what was it you got?
Mint and pea soup.
Okay. And a
Vegetable soup.
cheese scone.
Yes,
That's very English.
yes. It looks yummy.
On our way out, we visited the walled garden.
That's what I need.
Is that a motorized mower?
That's a mower, I think.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's a lot slower than I am,
But you wouldn't have to be out there. You could
But
be
I could
sitting
just-
inside.
I just sit with my iced tea and watch it work.
Yeah, that's right. Look at this garden. It's a real working garden, I
It
believe.
is. Oh, yes, indeed it is.
There are many beautiful drives in England. The foliage is lush and everything is so green. And it wasn't that Ron had to drive on the left side of the road or that he had to drive a manual stick shift with his left hand. But where we were, in the West Midlands, we were astonished at cars parked in the streets, half on and half off the sidewalks, how careful you had to be, especially on two-lane roads with oncoming traffic.
Well, I'll tell you, you think sometimes I look around when I'm driving. In this driving, I don't look around at all.
Yeah.
Not any.
And at least for us, at first, how difficult it could be to navigate the large multi-lane roundabouts. We weren't able to get footage of that because it took both of us paying strict attention to get it right. Yes, much of England is beautiful, but Ron felt like he didn't dare take his attention off the road to see it, especially on narrow lanes. Driving has always been second nature for him, but it felt way more stressful than we like to be on vacation. So despite it giving us more freedom to explore out-of-the-way places, we decided if we come back, it will be strictly trains, buses, and other public transportation for us. We'll leave the driving to the English experts.
It's just kind of insane.
They park right in the road. You know,
Yeah.
they try to get on the road some, but they park right on the road, and you feel like you're about to run into them.
If you've driven in England, give us your opinion in the comments below, and thanks for watching.